أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام على خير بشرية محمود الأحمد المصطفى الأمجد حبيب الله العالمين بالقوس بالمحمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الميامين بعوض بلد الصلوات اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. In the Ashura of Imam Hussein, today we are commemorating Abul Fadl Abbas on usually the day is the 8th of Muharram. Today is the 8th of Muharram, inshallah. Sunday will be Ashura. There will be full program here on the Ashura starting from 10 a.m. in the morning until the Sham Ghariba. But moving towards various stages of Karbala, various stages of the Musibah of Imam Hussein, we talk about on the 8th of Muharram, usually the brave Abul Fazl al-Abbas, the half-brother of Imam Hussein. Why do I say half-brother? He was more than a brother actually. He never addressed Imam Hussein as a brother. Why? And I'll go in detail on that. Because Abul Fazl al-Abbas' position has been those who had been fortunate enough to go to Karbala, they can see that his Roza is on the right hand side and Imam Hussein on the left hand side. What we call it Baitul Haramain. And these two Rozas are the iconic places in Karbala. And beautifully, equally powerful, majestic, big Roza for Abul Fadl Abbas. And in front of that is the Roza for Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Abul Fazl Abbas, after what happened was that after Amir al-Mu'mineen lost his Zawja, Bibi Fatima al-Zahra salamullah alayha, when she passed away, only at the age of 17, she was literally a very young lady. And of course, she was the mother of Imam Hussein, Imam Hassan, and Bibi Zainab salamullah alayha. Amir al-Mu'mineen has been very, how do I say, obviously Amir al-Mu'mineen was Imam, he was looked after by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at different stages of life. But he wanted someone who knew that in Karbala he needed someone to help Hussein. So he announced in the neighborhood that I need a brave family where I can remarry somebody and could have a son, preferably a son or children in such a way that they can help my son Imam Hussein on the day of Karbala, on the day of Ashura. So a lot of people have suggested this tribe, that tribe, but this tribe was being very brave tribe, from the tribe of Shimr. The intermarriages were quite common in a sense that people used to treat people very respectively when it comes to Hashemite family. So people suggested this is a lady called Baneen. Baneen's name has been recommended to Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam to marry again with Amir al-Mu'mineen. Baneen is her position has been very brave in a sense that she always respected the family of Imam Hussein's family and the family of Rasulullah with great respect. When she came in the family, and when Amir al-Mu'mineen has married to al-Baneen, she had 4 sons. And those sons were Jafar, Abdullah, Abbas, and Uthman. So she was blessed 4 sons with that. And Abul Fadl Abbas has been very close to Imam Hussein from the early days. But he never addressed Imam Hussein as a brother. He always said, my Mawla, my Aqa, my master. Always, because he knew that respect, what he has to give it to that. And similarly, when al-Baneen went to the house of Amir al-Mu'mineen, she knew the distance she had to maintain, because what kind of background she was coming and the kind of family she was married into. Obviously, al-Baneen's position elevated after the marriage with Amir al-Mu'mineen with the blessing of 4 sons. Abul Fazl al-Abbas' position has always been brave. Amir al-Mu'mineen taught him how to fight in the battlefields in which he participated. Many battlefields, Amir al-Mu'mineen took Abul Fazl al-Abbas, his son, to train him in bravery, and then he's known for his sword fighting, swashbuckling, javelin, all of those brave things that Amir al-Mu'mineen was master. He taught Abul Fadl al-Abbas in every manner to be a brave and strong man. And therefore, on the day of Ashura, when it came to who will carry the flag, who would be the flag bearer, and a flag bearer, as you know, alam as we call it, alams have got a history. These are the symbols of flag. You know, a lot of people you've seen back home in India and Pakistan, big alam, you know, people take out these big alam on the street and everything. They are nothing but the symbol of banner. And whoever carries them is no ordinary person. It's a very powerful man, the person, brave man, because you don't run with it. You stay on your ground. It's a symbol of bravery that you've been given an honor to carry the flag, to carry the alam, as we call it. Abul Fazl Abbas earned that. Imam Hussein gave Abul Fazl Abbas this honor to carry the flag of his army, and he became the flag bearer. When we talk about Abul Fadl Abbas, we really have some image of a person. And you can only feel that image when you land in Karbala and when you enter the Haram of Abul Fadl Abbas. Wallahi, those who have been too blessed to go there, you can see the power of Abul Fadl Abbas in that place. His zari, his mashk, this alam which we decorated, and this water bag is the symbol of Abul Fadl Abbas alam. Why? Because on the day of Ashura, Abul Fadl Abbas was appointed as a safeguard for the children, for the camps of Imam Hussein. And he was responsible for carrying the water bag eventually when he needed to go to fetch the water. When the battle started at the early hours of the morning after Fajr, Abul Fadl Abbas, guarding the flag bearer ship, reaches to Imam Hussein around midday after Salat al-Dhuhr, when the camps were literally, people were getting shahada, the degree of shahadas started increasing, the number for Shuhada increasing. Abul Fadl Abbas goes to Imam Hussein to take permission for the going to the battlefield. But Imam Hussein never gave him a permission. He said, how can I give you a permission? You are the flag bearer of my army, of our army, of our Lashkar. Abu Abbas looks at right, looks at left. He said, Ya Mawla, where is the Lashkar? Lashkar is getting thinner and thinner. We are losing people all the time. We are giving shuhada, we are giving lives. But at least now can you give me the permission to go to fetch the water? For children in the camp, Bibi Sakina and all the other children are crying, Alatash, Alatash. That thirst is killing us. Uncle Abbas, go and arrange some water for us. And this is what the time Imam Hussein, with a heavy heart, said to Abu Fadl Abbas, I give you the permission to go to the Nile Euphrates and fetch some water for the children. Abu Fadl Abbas gladly accepts, puts his water bag in his alam, in his banner, and he gallops towards the Euphrates. He goes very fast towards the Euphrates by putting lots of people into Jahannam, by fighting them, and he reaches, put the dry water bag in the water. The bag with water, the mashk as we call it in Urdu, and the water bag was dry, completely dry. So he put that in the water and fills it with the water. His horse itself puts his mouth in the river Euphrates, but takes it out. He knew that my master is also very thirsty. Abu Fadl Abbas takes the water in his hand and throws that again. He cannot drink it, knowing the fact that children are thirsty in the camp. And he then fills the water bag and try to return back to the camps of Imam Hussein. But it was not meant to be. The enemies were too many enemies looking for Abu Fadl Abbas somehow to kill him, somehow to attack him. So what they did, they started throwing arrows on the water bag. The water bag gushes out the water from one side, and he tried to control the water bag from the other side. Again, he's tried somehow to reach some water to the camp, but that was not meant to be. Again, once he's galloping towards the camps, one person attacks on his one hand, he loses the one hand, but he does not lose the hope. He carries the alam, the banner on the left hand side, and is still carrying it, galloping towards the khayyam, the camps of children. And then another attack happens, and he loses the other hand as well. So he's the one who loses the hands in Karbala. Yesterday we talked about it, day before yesterday, how different people were shaheed, were shuhada, were martyred by offering their bodies. Asim, the son of Imam Hassan, cut into pieces because his body was trampled by the hooves of the horses. Ali Akbar received the javelin on his sina, on his chest, and that's how he passed away. Abu Fadl Abbas is the one who loses both hands in the battlefields of Karbala. Even then he loses the hope, and he clinches the water bag in his teeth. And the historians have written that he is still hopeful that he can reach to the camps of children, but then again somebody else hits him on the head and he follows, an arrow goes in his eye. Now he cannot see anything. He falls from the horse to the water, started 100% gushing out from the bag. Now at that point he turns away from the camp. He said, what would I do in the camp if I cannot show that I have a water in my bag? So he turns away. Historians have written that when they have discovered the body of Abu Fadl Abbas, They found the hand first and then the body. This is a mystery. How can you receive the hands first in the battlefield, then the body? This is the explanation, that he turned back from away from the camps and then returned back to the battlefield, in which he fell from the horse into the ground, and then he cries out to help for his master Hussein. Mawla Abbas cries, "Oh my master Hussein, come to my help. I cannot see you because the arrow is being onto my eye." Imam Hussein reaches to the body of Abu Fazl Abbas. Try to, said, "My master, I have a request from you to remove this arrow from my eyes." Imam Hussein said, "You have been always addressing me as a master. Today I have a request from you to call me a brother." And Abu Fazl Abbas says, "Brother Hussein, do remove, because I cannot see your face." And with that, Imam Hussein removes the arrow from his eye, and Abu Fazl Abbas loses his life in the lap of his brother. He said, "Ya brother, oh my master, I always requested you to look after the children, but now I have a request to you, don't take my body to the camps of children, because I have promised your daughter Sakina to bring the water in the camps. I have no water left. I cannot go back. I've lost my both hands." Abu Fazl Abbas' death has been painful because he lost his both hands, and a painful departure from this world. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.